Hello students, in this video we will learn how to solve numerical examples using the net present value method and profitability index method of capital budgeting. Let us see the example. A firm whose cost of capital is 10% is considering two mutually exclusive projects X and Y, the cash flows of which are given as follows. So they have given the cash flows, then the amounts for project X and for project Y. In the year column they have given years from 0 to 2, 0, 1 and 2. Then for project X, in the 0 period the figure is minus rupees 1 lakhs. Now this means it is a cash outflow. If the figure is given in minus, it means it is a cash outflow, that is the investment amount. So for project X it is minus rupees 1 lakh, and for project Y it is minus 70,000. Then they have given 2 years. That means both the projects are having expected life of 2 years. So for the 2 years they have given the cash inflows. For project X, for both the years, every year there is going to be a cash inflow of rupees 80,000. And for project Y, again for both the years, the cash inflows are going to be rupees 60,000 each. Suggest which project should be taken up using first net present value method and second profitability index method. Now in this example they have given the cost of capital as 10%. It means you will have to take the discount rate or discount factor, or it is also called as present value factor, as 10%. So dear students, let us see how to calculate the NPV, net present value, and profitability index for this given example. So they have given the cash outflows and cash inflows. So cash outflows are given in the 0 year. Now here we will be considering only the cash inflows. So the cash inflows for 2 years are given. So in the year column, you have to write 2 years. Okay, so we need these columns. Here cash inflows. Again in the cash inflows we can have two columns. Project X rupees, project Y rupees. Then present value factor at 10%. Then the next column will be present value, project X rupees, project Y rupees. Now this you can calculate separately for project X separately as well as for project Y separately, and even in this way, that is combined, you can solve the problem for both the projects. So now we have taken 2 years. Then we'll take the cash inflows which are given in the example. For project X, the cash inflows given are rupees 80,000 for both the years. So we write that in this column. Then for project Y, the cash inflows given are 60,000 for both the years. Then the present value factor at 10%. Now in the previous video, in the previous example, we have seen how to calculate the present value factor at 10%. So again I am repeating, you can calculate it by the formula 1 divided by 1.10 for the first year, and whatever answer you get, that again you divide by 1.10, you will get the PV factor for the second year. So the PV factor for the first year, as you all know, we have calculated in the earlier example, that is 0.909 for the first year, and for the second year it is 0.826. Now we need to find out the present value of this future cash inflows. That means after 1 year you are going to get 80,000, and after the second year you are going to get 80,000. So what will be the present value of this future cash inflows? For that we need to multiply these cash inflows with the present value factor. So 80,000 into 0.909, you will get 72,720. Similarly for the second year, 80,000 into 0.826, you will get 66,080. Then same thing you have to do for project Y also. 60,000 into 0.909, you will get 54,540. For the second year, 60,000 into 0.826, you get 49,560. Okay, so we have calculated the present value for the future cash inflows for project X and project Y. Now we need to find out the total present value in order to find out the net present value. So we will take the totals of only the last two columns, present value. So for project X, the total present value of cash inflows is rupees 1,38,800, and for project Y it is 1,04,100. Now call this as total present value of cash inflows. This will be total present value of cash inflows. Now after getting this, we can use the formula for calculating NPV, and we can find out the NPV. So next line you can write net present value, NPV, is equal to total present value of cash inflows minus total present value of cash outflows. Now we have to calculate this NPV for both projects, project X as well as for project Y. So first we calculate for project X is equal to NPV for project X, NPV is equal to, so we have total present value of cash inflows 1,38,800. So right here 1,38,800 minus 1,38,800 minus, then what we have to do, total PV of cash outflows. Total PV of cash outflows means whatever investment, whatever is the cost of the project, that amount we have to take here. So in the example they have given the cost as rupees 1 lakh. So the NPV will be rupees 38,800 for project X. Then again we do it for the project Y. For project Y, NPV is equal to, now project Y's total present value of cash inflows is 1,04,100 rupees, 1,04,100, and the cost of project Y is rupees 70,000. It is given in the example. Okay, so the NPV for project Y will be rupees 34,100. So we have finished with the first part. We have calculated the NPV. Second, they have asked us to calculate the profitability index. So we all know the formula for that, profitability index, PI. Formula is total present value of cash inflows divided by total present value of cash outflows. This is the formula for calculation of profitability index. Now we calculate for both the projects the profitability index. So PI, profitability index, for project X will be, now total present value of cash inflows is how much? 1,38,800 for project X. So write it, rupees 1,38,800, and the cost of the project or total PV of cash outflows is rupees 1 lakh. So PI for project X will be 1.39. Then for PI for profitability index for project Y. Total present value of cash inflows for project Y is 1 lakh rupees 1 lakh 4,100, and the cost of the project or total present value of cash outflows is rupees 70,000. So the profitability index for project Y will be 1.49. Okay, so we have calculated both the things what are required in the example. We have calculated NPV as well as PI for both the projects. Now, if you are to recommend which project should be selected on based on both these methods. Now, with regard to NPV method, we have to select the project which gives a positive and a higher NPV. Now, in this example, project X is giving a higher NPV as compared to project Y. Project X is giving NPV of rupees 38,800 and project Y is giving NPV of rupees 34,100. So if you have to give your recommendation based on NPV method, you will have to suggest project X. Project X has to be selected. Then based on profitability index, if you are asked to give a suggestion, then you have to select a project. You have to select a project which gives a higher profitability index. Then in this case, you have to recommend project Y because it is giving a higher profitability index.